In today's class, we are going to see how we can perform insertion in AVL tree. So first we'll see the algorithm. First, you are going to insert the new node in the AVL tree according to the logic of the binary search tree. That is, if a node is having lower value than the root node, it will be inserted in the left subtree. If it is having value higher than the root node, it will be inserted in the right subtree. That is the BST logic. BST is nothing but binary search tree. And once you insert the node, you are going to check for the balance factor of all the nodes after the insertion. If the balance factor of each node in the new tree is either -1 or 0 or 1, you will continue to insert the next node because everything is perfect. Else, there is something which is going to increase the height of the tree. So we are going to balance the height. For that, we need to find out what is the type of imbalance we have. And after finding the type of imbalance, we need to balance the tree by applying suitable rotation. So we have already discussed 4 different types of rotation. We are going to apply that. Now let us consider one example. First, I'm going to insert the following nodes into the AVL tree in the given order. First, I'm getting the node 10. I'm going to insert that as the root node. Then I'm getting the next node as 20. 20 is greater than 10. So 20 will be inserted as a right child for 10. After that, after the insertion is over, we need to calculate the balance factor of all the nodes. Always, if you have any node as a leaf node, it will have a balance factor of 0. So no need to calculate every time. Instead, we can focus on the remaining nodes. So now we have the node 10. There is no left child for 10. So I'm writing the height of the left subtree as 0. And height of the right subtree is you have to find out what is the length of the longest path from the root to the leaf. So here we have only one path and that is having the number of links as 1. So height is 1. So now formula to find the balance factor is height of the left subtree minus height of the right subtree. So 0 minus 1, it is -1. Now we have to check whether it is allowed or not. -1 is allowed to appear in the balance factor. So your tree is perfect. It is balanced. You can go and insert the next node. Now I'm considering the next node as 30. I have to insert according to the BST logic only. First, I'm comparing 30 with 10. 30 is greater, so I'm moving to the right subtree. Now I'm comparing 20 with 10. 30 is greater, so I'm moving and inserting 30 now. Once 30 is inserted, I have to calculate the balance factor of all the nodes. So now for node 20, there is no left subtree and the right subtree is having one link. So the balance factor of 20 is 0 minus 1, it is -1. Then for node 10, there is no left subtree, whereas in the right subtree, we have 2 links. So the height of the right subtree is 2 now. So balance factor is 0 minus 2, it is -2. Now, for 20, balance factor is accepted, whereas for 10, the balance factor is -2, it is not accepted. That means you have to start balancing it. Okay, so now how to balance this? For that, you have to identify what is the type of imbalance it is. To identify the type of imbalance, start from your imbalance node, that is the first imbalance node, then move towards the newly added node. You will come across many links in your path. You have to give label for first 2 links only. And because we have only 4 different combinations of rotations, RL, RR, LL and LR. So you give label for 2 links, starting from the first imbalance node. So here with respect to 10, the new node 30 is on the right subtree. So I'm giving the label for this link as R. Then with respect to 20, the new node 30 is again in the right subtree. So this is given the label R. Now you read the label starting from the imbalance node in the same order in which they appear. So first I have R, then I have another R. So this type of imbalance is RR. So once you identify the type of the imbalance, next you have to perform the rotation. And we have already seen that if the type of imbalance is RR or LL, when the letters are same, we are going to perform one rotation only. When the letters are different, that is RL or LR, when the letters are different, we'll be performing 2 rotations. So now it is RR, that means I'll perform only one rotation. Now I have to identify in which direction I have to perform the rotation. When the letters are same, you perform rotation in the opposite direction. Okay, what is the meaning? here, if you see the tree is heavy in the right. When the tree is heavy in the right, you have to rotate it in the anti-clockwise direction so that it will be balanced. So now R means it is in the clockwise direction. So you rotate in the anti-clockwise direction. Okay. So now I'm going to rotate this tree in the anti-clockwise direction. Then you have to find out about which node you are going to rotate. When the letters are same, you see the three nodes will be involved in this link labeling. Okay, so we have two links here, and these two links are connecting three nodes. Okay, and out of the three nodes, if the letters are same, you have to take the top node for the rotation. Now I'm going to rotate with respect to this node 10. Then I'll be rotating in the anti-clockwise direction. So I'll be assuming that there is a nail here and there is a thread. I'm going to pull the node 10 in the anti-clockwise direction in the downward direction. When I pull this 10 in the downward direction, what is going to happen is 10 will be coming down. At the same time, this will also move. It is similar to how you collect water from the well with the help of the rope. When you are pulling the rope, something will come down and something will move up. Okay, so here this 10 will be coming down, whereas this 20 and 30 will be moving up. So I have 10 like this and 20 and 30 are occupied. So now I got that my imbalance is RR. Then I applied rotation in the anti-clockwise direction. Because of that, my new tree is changed like this. And once you have developed the new tree, you can check for the balancing factor. Every node will have the balancing factor as -1 or 0 or 1. Now we can say that the tree is balanced now. Then go and insert the next node. My next node is 40. So first I'll be comparing 40 with 20. 40 is greater. So I'm moving to the right subtree. Compare 40 and 30. 40 is greater. Move to the right subtree and insert it. So now 40 is inserted. After that, calculate the balance factor for all the nodes again. For 30, balance factor is 0 minus 1 because in the left subtree nothing is there. So it is -1. For 20, balance factor is in the left subtree I have 1 as the height. In the right subtree, the longest path is having length as 2. So 1 minus 2 is -1. Now we have balance factor for all the nodes in the allowed range. So no need to balance anything. Just go and continue inserting the next node. So I'm going to take the next node, that is 50. I'm going to insert it. First, 50 is greater than 20. So I'm going to the right subtree, comparing with 30. 50 is greater than 30. Go to the right subtree, compare with 40. 50 is greater than 40. So I have inserted 50 here. Then calculate the balance factor of all the nodes once the insertion is over. For 40, the balance factor is 0 minus 1. Now for 30, balance factor is in the left subtree 0 and in the right subtree I have 2 as the length of the longest path. So 0 minus 2 is -2. Then for 20, in the left subtree there is one link. So 1. In the right subtree there are 3. So 1 minus 3 is -2. Now there is a confusion comes. We have two nodes which are having imbalance. One is 20 with value -2. Another is 30 with balance factor -2. Now, about which node we are going to rotate? For that, you have to consider starting from the newly inserted node, move towards the root node. While you are moving towards the root node from the newly inserted node, whichever node you encounter first with imbalance, that should be balanced. So here I'm starting from 50 because it is a newly inserted node. I'm going to move towards the root node of the tree. That is 20 is the root node of the tree now. First, you are visiting 40, it is balanced. Then you are visiting 30, it is having balance factor as -2. That means it is imbalanced. So I have to balance only this. Even though I have two nodes, I'll be balancing only the node with value 30. When I do that, automatically the another node that is 20 will be balanced. Once we do that, you will understand it. You are going to balance only one node. Automatically, the remaining nodes will be balanced. So now I'm going to balance this 30 only. Then I have to identify what is the type of imbalance I have. Here, type of imbalances start from 30, move towards your newly added node. For two links, you try to give labels. So from 30, 50 is in the right subtree. So I'm giving R for the label, first label. Then from 40, 50 is in the right subtree. So again one more R. So now read the labels from 30. That is the imbalance node. So I have label as now RR. RR means it is right imbalance. So now your tree is heavy in the right. So you are getting the imbalance as right imbalance. So how to deal with the right imbalance? When the letters are same, you are going to perform one rotation in the opposite direction. That means it is heavy in the right. So you are going to rotate in the towards the left. That is anti-clockwise direction you are going to rotate. So about which node I am going to rotate? Always when the letters are same, take the first node, rotate with respect to that. So I am going to take the first node. See, we are considering only these three nodes now. Okay, the three nodes which are connected by two labeled edges. So now take the node 30, rotate it in the anti-clockwise direction. One time only. When you rotate it, there is a thread here. I am going to pull the thread down. So 30 will come down. At the same time, 40 and 50 will go up. So your tree is changed like this. 30 is shifted down. So it will appear here. It will come down here. And 40 and 50 are moving up. So when this is over, we have balanced the tree. If you calculate the balance factor of any node after this is over, you will get in the allowed range. And one more thing is, at any point of time, you can see the nodes in the AVL tree. They will have the property of binary search tree satisfied in that. That is, all the left subtree will be having value less and all the right subtree will be having value greater. This is true at any point of time in AVL tree. But sometimes it may not be balanced. That only we are trying to balance by means of rotation. Now, let us see how to insert the next node. So now what we have seen is we have converted this tree like this. Now let us see the balance factor. When you consider the balance factor, for all the nodes, balance factor are now changed. So previously, in the previous slide, for two nodes, balance factor was -2. But you have done balancing only with respect to 30. But now we can see here, after balancing is over, the 20 is also balanced. Previously, it was unbalanced. But now we have done balancing with respect to 30, but automatically 20 is also balanced. So this is how we are going to perform insertion in case of AVL tree. So now we'll focus on example 2. So in this, we are going to insert the following nodes into the AVL tree in the given order. First, I have the node 55. It is the root node, insert it. Then I am getting the node 22. It is less than 55, insert as a left subtree. After that, calculate the balance factor of 55. It is having balance factor as 1 minus 0. It is allowed value. So go and insert the next node 65. 65 is greater than 55. So I am inserting it in the right subtree of 55. After that, calculate the balance factor. For 55, we will get the balance factor as 0. Then go and insert the next node. The next node is 10. 10 is first compared with 55. It is less, so I'm moving to the left subtree. Then I'm comparing 10 with 22. It is less, so I'm moving to the right left subtree. Then I am inserting it because no other subtree is available. After I insert, I'm going to calculate the balance factor. For 22, balance factor is 1 minus 0. In the right subtree, we don't have anything. And for 55, the balance factor is in the left subtree, we have 2. And in the right subtree, we have 1. So 2 minus 1, it is 1. And for 10 and 65, balance factor will be 0 because they are leaf nodes. Now, for all the 4 nodes, we have balance factor in the allowed value. So we are going to insert the next node. Let us take the next node. It is 8. First, I am going to compare 8 with 55. It is less. So I am comparing again with 22. It is less. So I am comparing with the 10. It is less. So I am immediately inserting 8 here. Once I insert 8, I am going to calculate the balance factor of all the nodes. For 10, it is 1. For 22, it is 2. How it is 2 is, in the left subtree, the longest path is 2. In the right subtree, nothing is there. So 2 minus 0 is 2. Then for 55, in the left subtree, we have 3 links. In the right subtree, we have 1 link. So 3 minus 1, it is 2. Now, if you look at this, there are 2 nodes having balance factor other than the permitted value. So now which node we are going to balance? We are going to consider only one node for balancing, other will be automatically balanced. So which node we are going to consider for the imbalance? For that, start from the leaf node, move towards your root node. Whichever imbalance node comes first, that should be balanced. So I am starting from the new node, newly inserted node 8. I am going to move towards the root. First I am getting 10, it is balanced. Next I am getting 22, it is having balance factor as 2. So it is imbalanced. So my aim is I have to balance only this 22. Now let us see how to balance that. Once you fix the node to be balanced, then the next work is find out what is the type of imbalance. So here from the imbalance node, try to give label for two links towards the newly added node. So with respect to this 22, the newly added node 8 is in the left subtree. So I am giving L for the first label. Then with respect to 10, the newly added node 8 is in the left subtree. So again, I am giving the label as L. Then start reading the labels from 22. So L is the label. So it is now LL imbalance. In LL imbalance, the letters are same. That means we are going to perform only one rotation. And about which node? Always about the top node. That is about 22, you are going to perform the rotation. Then which direction? The direction is, it is heavy in the left. So you have to rotate in the clockwise direction so that it will be shifted to right. So now let us see how to do that. So I'm going to now rotate about this 22 in the clockwise direction. When I do that, the thread is, the nail is here and the thread is here. I'm going to pull the thread down. When I pull thread down, 22 will come down like this. I'm pulling like this. So 22 will come down. At the same time, 10 and 8 will move up. So you have now 10 here, 8 here, 22 is coming down. Now this is a new tree after the rotation is over. We have performed one rotation, so you can stop now. After that, the tree will be automatically balanced. Now let us check the balance factor for this. So here, for the node 55, the balance factor is 2 links in the left and 1 link in the right. So 2 minus 1, it is 1. Then for node 65, it is the leaf now. So balance factor will be 0. Previously, for two nodes, we had the imbalance, 22 and 55. Now let us check what happened to them. 22 is now leaf node. So balance factor is 0. 55 is having the balance factor as 1. So both are in the allowed range. So we applied balancing for 22 only, automatically 55 is balanced. Now let us try to insert the next value. It is 18. 18 is less than 55, so I'll be inserting in the left subtree. Then I'll compare with 10. 18 is greater, so I'll move to the right subtree. Then compare with 22. 18 is less, so go and insert in the left subtree. Always remember, whenever you insert any new node, that will be inserted as a leaf node only in case of binary search tree. It will never be inserted in the middle. Now 18 is inserted. After that, calculate the balance factor for all the nodes. So for 10, the right subtree is having 2 links and the left subtree is having 1 link. So 1 minus 2, it is minus 1. Then for 22, the left subtree is 1 link, right is nothing. So 1 minus 0, it is 1. Then for 55, now you can focus here. There are 2 paths in the left subtree. One path is connecting 55, 10 and 8. This is a path. Another path is connecting 55, 10, 22 and 18. 2 paths are there. You have to consider the longest path height only. So height of the longest path is this one, which is having totally 3 links. Okay, in the right we have only 1. So 3 minus 1 is 2 now. So for balance factor of node 55 is now 2. Then for 65, it is 0 because it is a leaf node. Now, after this insertion, node 55 has become unbalanced. So you have to balance 55. Now, I'm fixing that. Then I have to find out what is the type of rotation I have to do. For that, I have to identify type of imbalance. So I'm starting from, to identify the type of imbalance, I'm starting from this imbalance node. I'm moving towards the newly added node. I'm going to give label for first 2 links. So with respect to 55, this 18 is in the left subtree. So give L. Then with respect to 10, this 18 is in the right subtree. So give R. Now you have given label for 2 links. read from 55. So LR. So this is now LR imbalance. Here in LR imbalance, the letters are different. When the letters are different, you are going to perform two rotations. So the first rotation should be done with respect to the middle node. What is the middle node here? You can see here, there are two label links. Here, 55, 10 and 22 are the nodes connected by the two label links. The middle node in that is 10. So we are going to perform rotation with respect to this 10 because the letters are different. Then this is the first rotation. Totally two rotations are there. This is the first rotation. So we are going to perform rotation with respect to the middle node. Then I have to identify in which direction I am going to apply the rotation. When the letters are different, see the first letter, you apply rotation in the same direction. Here the first letter is L. L means left. So I am going to apply rotation in the anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so when you apply rotation in the anti-clockwise direction, what we'll be doing is we will convert LR into LL imbalance. This we have already seen in the previous class. Okay, so that is the step we are going to do. Let us focus on the first step now. Now I identified that with respect to the node 10, I'm going to apply the rotation, that too in the anti-clockwise direction. When I do that, what is going to happen is there is a thread here. I'm going to pull the thread down so that node 10 will move down. When node 10 move down, automatically this node 22 will move up. So now 22 is moving up, okay, and 10 is moving down. With the 10, 8 will also move down. So 8 is here. Now a confusion comes. What happened to this 18? You can consider here 18 is the left child of 22. But when you move these three nodes, first you are moving these three nodes, right? So in that, what is happening is 22 is having the new left child as 10. Previously 18 was the left child, but when you are moving, 22 is having the left child as 10. So where you will insert this 18? Because the position of 18 is occupied by 10 now. So you have to now compare whether you can insert this 18 as the right child of 22. It is not possible because right child means value should be greater, but value of 18 is less than 22. So since we cannot insert 18 here, we have to insert 18 with 10 only. Now with respect to 10, 18 is greater, so 18 should be attached as the right child of 10. So now we have transformed the LR rotation into LL rotation. You can see here now it is LL. Okay, so by first rotation, we have converted LR into LL. Then we have to perform the second rotation because the letters are different when we started. It is LR. So two rotations are there. Just now we finished the first rotation. Now go for the second rotation. So for that, now we got the imbalance as LL. LR is converted into LL. If the imbalance is LL, the letters are same. So you are going to rotate in the opposite direction. If it is left, you are going to rotate in the right direction. So I am going to now rotate in the clockwise direction because it is right now. So how to rotate in the clockwise direction? About which node? When the letters are same, always you are going to rotate about the first node. In out of the three nodes, the first node. Here the first node is 55. So I am going to rotate about 55 in the clockwise direction. When I do that, what is going to happen is 55, let me show in the next slide. When I do that, 55 will be moved down and 65 will also move down at the same time because we are pulling the thread, and 22 will move up to the position of 55. All the remaining subtree will be moved up. So we have 22 at the root, 55 is moved out, 65 is also moved out. So we have converted this tree, which is having LL imbalance, into this particular tree. After you have done the rotation, you can calculate the balance factors. It is not required actually. You can check for simply to understand. All the nodes will be having balance factor out of the three allowed values only. 55 balance factor is now changed to 0, -1, that is -1. So we have balanced the tree. So now we can go and insert the next node. Next node is 32. 32 is now greater than 22. So go to the right subtree, compare with 55. It is less than 55. So go to the left subtree and then insert it because left subtree is null now. Once you have inserted, calculate the balance factor of all the nodes. For 10, the balance factor is 0 because 1 - 1 And for 55 also balance factor is 0. Then for 22 balance factor is 0. In the left subtree, the length of the longest path is 2, and in the right subtree also length of the longest path is 2. So this tree is now perfectly balanced. So don't apply any rotation. Now go and insert the next node. Now my next node is having the value as 45. So I'm going to start with 22. 45 is greater. I'm moving to the right subtree. Comparing with 55, 45 is less. So I'm moving to the left subtree. Comparing with 32, 45 is greater. I'm moving to the right subtree. Now I'm inserting it. After that, I'm calculating the balance factor. Okay, and here, let us consider the balance factor of this 22. In the left subtree, we have two links. And in the right subtree, there are two paths. One path is 22, 55, 32, and 45. That is having three link. Another path is 22, 55, and 65. That is having two link. Always you have to consider only the longest path for calculating the height. So the longest path here is 3. Okay, so for 22, the balance factor is now 2 minus 3, that is minus 1. Then for the node 55, balance factor is the left subtree is having two links and right subtree is having one link, so it is 1. So now all the nodes are having balance factor in the allowed range, so no need for any balancing. So go and insert the next node. So the next node is 12. 12 is less than 22. I'm going to the left subtree, comparing with the 10. 10 is, 12 is greater than 10. So I'm going to the right subtree, comparing with 18. 12 is less than 18. I'm going to the left subtree. Now calculate the balance factor of all the nodes. Let me focus only on the node 22. In the left subtree, I have the longest path height as 3, that is connecting 22, 10, 18, and 12. 3 links are there in this path. In the right subtree, the longest path is again having the height as 3, connecting 22, 55, 32, and 45. That is having 3 link. So for 22, the balance factor is now 0. Similarly, you can calculate for the other nodes. So I am getting balance factor in the allowed range. So no need for any rotation. So let me go and continue with the insertion of the next node. The next node is 50. 50 is now greater than 22. Then compared with 55, it is less. So I'm coming to the left subtree. Comparing with 32, it is greater. I'm moving to the right subtree. Comparing with 45, it is greater. So I'm inserting here. And then you calculate the balance factor for all the nodes again. Let us focus on this 32. For 32, there is no left subtree. So 0. For the right subtree, we have two links. So 0 minus 2, it is minus 2. Then for 55, in the left subtree, we have totally 3 link. In the right subtree, we have 1 link. So 3 minus 1, it is 2. Then for 22, in the left subtree, we have totally 3 link, connecting 22, 10, 18, and 12. That is the longest path. We have one more path also, but we are considering only the longest path. In the right subtree, we have two paths. Considering the longest path, that is connecting 22, 55, 32, 45, and 50, we have the height as 4. So now 3 minus 4 is minus 1. Now in this tree, we have two nodes having imbalance. One is 32, another is 55. So which is the node to be balanced? Always we are going to consider the node starting from the newly added node towards the leaf. You will encounter 32 first, then only you will reach 55. Therefore, 32 should be balanced. So now let us go and balance 32. So first identify the type of imbalance. So with respect to 32, this 50 is in the right subtree. So for the first link, give R. Then with respect to 45, 50 is again in the right subtree. So for the second link also give R. Now start reading the labels starting from 32. So I have imbalance type as RR imbalance. When it is RR imbalance, the letters are same. When the letters are same, you are going to perform only one rotation in the opposite direction. That means it is heavy in the right side. So I am going to perform rotation in the anti-clockwise direction so that it will be shifted to that direction also. So now I am going to perform rotation in the anti-clockwise only one time because letters are same. So you will perform only one rotation. And about which node? When the letters are same, in the labeled link, you consider the first node. 3 nodes will be there connected by the label link. Consider the first node, that is 32. About 32, perform rotation in the anti-clockwise direction. So pull the thread down with respect to 32. So what will happen? 32 will come down At the same time, 45 and 50 will move up. So your tree will be changed like this. 32 came down, 45 occupied the position of 32, 50 occupied the position of 45. Now you can calculate the balance factor of your tree. Previously, this 32 and 55 wasn't problem. Now 32 is here, okay, which is having the balance factor as 0. For 55 also, you can consider in the left subtree we have 2 link, in the right subtree we have 1 link. So the balance factor of 55 is 2 minus 1, it is 1. So we have balanced both the nodes. By balancing one node, automatically the other node is balanced.